I gotta come up with a team name.
Here we go. This
All right.
is this is how we do it here. We are live at Speak Life Television with Stacey. You guys, you are surging with Stacey and Laticia tonight. You're surging with Stacey and Laticia. I was gonna put women at surge, but I think everybody done kind of played that up. You surging tonight because tonight you're gonna learn how to make money with your travel agency. And I think she's the like travel agent maven. Okay, maybe I just made up a name. I'm gonna make you a badge, travel agent maven, honey. That's what she is. Because anytime I have a question or anytime you guys are having a question, what you're doing is you're going to Stacey because she seems to know all the answers. And it's a reason for that. And we'll start in 1 minute. I'm going to give you time to come on in. My name is Laticia Nicole, for those that don't know me, and I am the leader of Speak Life Travel. I'm also the CEO founder of Speak Life Enterprise, where I teach women and men how to conquer their fears. And I'm so excited about it because tonight, honey, you're going to learn how to make money with your travel agency. So hold on 1 second while I get some more of you on the line. Stacey, are you over there?
Yes, I am here. I'm here, Laticia.
Okay. This is awesome, you guys. I'm excited about it. This was impromptu. I'm gonna tell you this, okay? Because when I was talking to her earlier, I said, "Oh my God, she has a plethora of information up in here," and I needed to be here so you can hear it, you can see her, you can take notes because you're always calling her. This is the time to ask questions. This is the time.
Mm-hmm. Now, where would I be able to see these questions at? Because I pulled up on my other screen with the Facebook, so that way I can see that. Would they come in? Would they be chiming in on here, or?
They actually will be in our group, and I'll be letting you know what they ask. And we have a viewer here, and your viewers, you guys, and you can share this in your group as well, Stacey, in different groups, so they can come in and they can ask questions. And what we'll do, they can when they tag the questions and it's tagged on to Laticia Nicole or tagged on to Stacey, we'll see your questions. This is where you will find out how to make more money with your travel agency.
Yes.
You're searching. We're searching.
Did you want me to get started, or?
Go ahead and get started. Wait a minute. I'm over here. I'm gonna put myself on mute when you start talking because I'm just gonna be taking notes.
Okay. Me, so far I got Tashana. I think she had I don't know if she's viewing. How many viewers do we have so far?
I think we have Tashana in here. Hey, Tashana.
Come on in the room. It's like I'm singing your song, Laticia.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Come on in the room. And while we're surging here, actually, I'm about to go live right here, and I'm gonna bring some more people in here because they need to hear this. They need to hear this. They need to hear it. They need to know what's going on. They need to hear it because they ask you questions all the time, and I know you're getting bombarded. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Why? Because you have been patient with us. You have been in this industry for 3 years, and then you get some of us that been in overnight, and we don't know what we're doing, honey, but it's by God's grace. It's by God's grace. And we like, come on, we don't know what we're doing, but we trying it. And then we ask you questions, and you like, honey, if you don't read, because it's fundamental, can you just go into your back office? I can hear you. I can hear you, Stacey. I can hear you.
I try to say it the best polite way I possibly can, because that information is definitely all in the back office in order for you to be successful. But one of the things that I really want to point out that is so very, very extremely important is that travel agent with Surge 365, option 1. What's option 1? You have travel agent only. With option 2, you have travel agent as well as Vortex. With option 3, you have travel agent with Vortex and membership. So it's no way around the travel agent part. So what I decided to do probably about 6 months ago or so, right, a little longer than that. I finished my travel agent training a long time ago, and I took some specialist courses here and there. However, I realized that it was going to be very extremely important for me to learn the travel agency portion of this business in order to guide people, in order to guide my team. So to be a travel agent, there is a lot of perks. There is a lot of commission. There's a lot of money that you are leaving on the table. I think that if your goal is to recruit, if your goal is to get that residual income, your goal also should be to sometimes having those commissions come in, or turn your bucket list trips into group trips, because that's what you do have access to. And in order for you to organize those group trips, like Renee Toppin does every year, you know, is because she makes sure she goes on these trips, but she's going on them for free. And that's something you have the ability, each and every single one of you that's in this business have the ability to do. Each and every single one of you have the ability to go on free trips. And the reason why is by organizing these trips and being for example, as a group cruise, as you know, if you book 8 cabins, you get to go for free. And on top of that, come back home to a commission check. Then if you wanted, for those of you who are married, who've been married for years, I mean, I don't care if you've been married for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, do a vow renewal. Do a vow renewal on the beach. You get to not only stay in that hotel for free, but also you get to do your vow renewal on the beach for free if you become an AM resort specialist. And on top of that, by just booking those 6 rooms, you get to go for free. That's how you get to go for free, and you get to come home with a commission check. There's a salon partner. She took about 23 people with her to Breathless, and she took like 23 people with her to Breathless and Cancun. And not only her and her husband, they renewed their vows after 18 years of marriage. And she came back home with a $3,000 commission check because of the fact, now mind you, she went on that trip for free. She organized it and she came home with like a $3,000 commission check. So it's really beneficial in this business. If you already want to be a part of it, why not make money from it? And even on the side, with the customers, when you're talking to people, a lot of times people don't realize that there's money that they're leaving on the table as far as on cruises. I booked my girlfriend a cruise, a Carnival cruise. I did book one trip. So y'all think I'm a travel? I did book one trip. And I booked my girlfriend a Carnival cruise, and her cruise, that one cabin, was $139 commission for that one cabin. But this was a trip she was already going on. She just directed me exactly on the consumer side with Carnival. I went right on there. I asked her to show me where she found the price so I can pull up that promotion, because we get back office access. You should have back office access to Carnival. You should have back office access to the Royal Caribbean, to Norwegian, to Princess, to Cunard, oh God, there's a boatload of them, to MSC, to all types of cruises. You should be having back office access. And when you complete your training, you also earn a free cruise. And then on top of that, you have, when you're booking people travel with different suppliers, you earn free vacations that way too. So if people tell you no, one of the great things I love, I think I posted the other day about utilizing that travel survey. That travel survey is really beneficial for you, is because on surgechampions.com, go to downloads and download that travel survey. You will be able to, one, gain a customer. For someone who's telling you no, but they're going on a trip anyway, don't, let them be a customer. Let them book and waste, they want to spend all their money and they want to book through you. You earn a commission, and they'll eventually become your business partner. Because by the time you show them how, I have a cousin of mine that I tried to talk her into coming in this business, and she doesn't want to do it. But 5 of them want to go to a resort that I'm going to book them for. That's how much my commission is going to be for that one room. Will be $500 just for that one room. So you don't want to spend $109 to get your travel agency where you could be booking the same trip. You can actually book it for yourself. She could have paid $109 for the travel agency portion, got her training done, booked for all 5 of them, and earned that $500 commission herself, where she would at least had to come up with $400. But people do not do the math like that. So if for people that cannot wrap their head around making that commission for them, then let them be a customer. Don't reject them all the way. You know, don't say, oh, well, if you don't want to be my business partner, I'm through with you, and I'm gonna let you go somewhere else. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to leave money on the table. And that no might be not right now. They'll be a customer, and they'll eventually be a business partner. Or they might just always be a customer and bring along some more customers for you. Now, for those of you who are a travel agent or trying to recruit or whatever, I just spoke with someone earlier today, and I told her, you know, this was my advice to her, and this is my advice to you. If you are within your first 60 days and you're trying to jump right in, dive right in into the travel agency side, their travel agency is not going anywhere. It is not going anywhere. It's going to remain there. But guess what will be going away? Those 6 points. So you want to pick a lane, and you want to at least try to get those 6 points. Even if you got 6 109s and, you know, 6 travel agents came on board, you want to take advantage and get those 6 points in. So that way, at least you qualify to override and be a team builder, you know, so that way, at least you accomplish that goal before you focus on the travel agency part. Because let me tell you, once those 60 days go past and you went past those 60 days, now you need 14 points. And then you need another 14 points. So that's 28 points before you ever see $1,000 bonus. So if you want to do the travel agency portion, but then a lot of times, and the really important thing about it is you don't get paid on the travel agent side until that person complete a trip. So why not focus on, and that person could be going on that trip. People are planning bookings for 2019. Is your bill set up like that to wait to 2019 to get a commission check? So why not at least focus on getting 3 and free first, so that way you don't have any monthly overhead and you can just enjoy your travel business as such, and allow whoever is your team builder to help those 3 get to where they need to go, and you focus on your travel agency and book travel all day long. But at least, at the very least, you're 3 and free and you don't have no monthly overhead. Because let me tell you, if your commission, let's say your commission is $500 and you've been paying that monthly overhead for 7 months, which is probably like $700, is really that commission your commission? You're really only benefiting $200 in commission, because you already been spending $500. You know, you spent more than that $500. So that's why I say to take advantage of getting that monthly overhead. Even if you did 1 platinum a month, you can always be 3 and free at any time. Not saying that you want to wait that long, because that's wasting your money. But why not allow your upline to help you get 3 and free, and then you can focus on a travel agent. You can become a Carnival cruise specialist. You can become an AM resort specialist. You can get back office access to Vacation Express and FunJet and all the suppliers Apple Vacations, all the suppliers that we have access to, that we can book travel on and earn commission. But at least, at the very least, work on your goal as getting 3 and free. Is there anything else you want me to say, Laticia?
No, that's amazing information. Mm-hmm. Oh, where's that going? What you got on over there? So that's some amazing information that you've given us thus far. And a lot of you are viewing from our pages. If you have any questions, you can either inbox me with the questions, inbox Stacey with the questions. You can put them on our page. I'm monitoring our pages right now. You may have questions. She get questions all day. People are calling her all day. This is the time where you can ask questions and get your questions answered now. Now, I know I get this question a lot. And actually, I just got it Facebook into my inbox that our Vortex don't have airfare.
Who said the Vortex don't have airfare?
That's what I just got. Just now said the vortex doesn't have airfare.
No, the vortex has air. What vortex are they on? The vortex has airfare.
I said there is no airfare in vortex.
They have to click on flights. Do they realize that flights and airfare is the same thing?
I can't. Funny.
No, I'm not knocking. I'm just wondering.
Lord have mercy. Okay, let me answer this person back and let them know airfare and flights are on there. Does anybody else have any more questions? This is the time to ask. This is your time. This is the time to ask, because and do not wait. All of you that are new, 30 days in, before 60 days, I'm going to have her repeat that slowly for you so you can understand how important it is to hit the ground running. You don't have time to wait. Can you please repeat that again? I'm going on mute.
Okay. Now, for your first 60 days, you have up until day 60 to get 6 points. Okay, those 6 points. And for those of you who are unfamiliar of that Vortex guide document that's in your back office, that when you go to your back office and you click menu and you click resources and you click SBA documents, and under SBA documents is where you'll find the Vortex guide. If you click on that Vortex guide and scroll down to like page 3 or 4 or 5 or something like that, you'll see the breakdown of points and what that means. So in more detail, but 1 point is travel agent. 1 point is Vortex Plus. 2 points is platinum. Okay. So at first I used to always think to myself, oh, I think I only want people to do platinums. I only want people to do platinums for that first, you know, that fast start team. But then I had to think about it. I would rather them not necessarily lose, but you're not a team builder. So at the end of the day, though, I would rather you do 6 points than having to do 14. And granted, for some of you who might be watching and are you know, past that 60-day mark, I'm gonna get to you too, and how you can still get that 14, because some of you might fall off or quit and think that that's impossible. You don't really even still have to get the whole 14 by yourself. You know, that's important for you to know as well. But if you are in this business and you wanted to primarily focus on the travel agency portion, you want to at least, and some of you try to tackle the travel agency part, that's a whole, if you ever been to college, that's a whole school. That's a long learning curve. That's like putting yourself through college again, because you got to learn, you got to be careful. Your customers want to take you back and forth. You're going to be looking up one quote. You get back to them that quote. They're going to be sending you back and you're looking up another quote. Meanwhile, time is ticking. And next thing you know it, then by the time you're like, okay, Laticia, okay, Tashana, okay, now I want to recruit. And you only got 1 week away from 60 days. When people paychecks are not set up that way. So you want to start exposing people from week 1. And the reason why it's so important to expose them from week 1 is because some people will say, okay, I need to wait till my, you know, for people who get paid semi-monthly and they get paid the 15th and the 31st of the month, or people who get paid bi-weekly and they're on that budget where they can't even fit it in that month, so they got to wait till next month. You need to be able to have start dates all set. More than 6 people, you need to have hopefully 25 people committing that they're going to say yes in the midst of those 60 days. But at the end of the day, all you need is 6 points. So even if you got 4 points out of 6 and you are in your 60 days, try to ask some family members to do a favor. Invest in your business for $109, and that way you'll at least get to that team builder level, and then you can focus on the travel agency portion. Because as I posted the other day in the group in Speak Life and also in Team Vision, is that if you just in your first month, if you get 3 109s, but their ultimate goal is to be platinum, okay, I would say still aim for a goal of 6. Don't stop there. But if you get 3 109s and you upgrade, and they upgrade within 60 days, you'll be 3 and free, and you'll be a team builder if you do it within your first 30 days. So then if you focus on that strategy, which is a little bit easier, a little bit much simpler to do, that they upgrade, you're 3 and free, you're a team builder, and now you get to focus on your travel agency. And still, you might fumble and still come across some more business partners. But now you got the one, you're qualified to override, you got the business working for you, you got the travel agency working for you. When people are booking trips 5 months down the line, you got that check coming in, but then you got some override checks coming in, you got residual checks coming in, you got money coming in all different ways. And that's what that should be your goal.
Very good. Awesome information that you're giving to the team. And one last question, because I'm not going to keep you long. I hope you guys are taking notes. I haven't gotten any questions yet, so please don't bombard her tonight with questions, okay? And if you have any questions, please post them up under the live post, so we'll get them. And because other people have your questions, that's why it's so important to post your questions in the group versus in our inboxes, because Stacey's in multiple groups. She's like in 3 or 4 groups. She has her own. She's in Nick Pagano's group. She's in Juliet St. John's group. She's amazing. And so a lot of people are asking her questions. So please ask your questions in the group so everybody can get the information. But I will ask you on tonight, what marketing strategies can you leave for Team Speak Life?
Okay. Marketing strategies. So I'll put my marketing hat on. That was my background when I was in corporate America. I was a marketing researcher and a marketing consultant. I say that everything you guys are doing is the type of marketing strategy that everybody should be following, as far as those live videos. The travel surveys have worked out a lot for me. I find that is a system that's easy to duplicate. A lot of times, people struggle with asking people questions. So, and then you have people who talk too much and talk themselves out of a business partner, because the moment you try to talk too much or try to say something that you heard from Laticia or Tashana or myself, and then you just over talking to the point that now they're asking you questions and you're not confident in your responses, and then you lost them. So one of the things that I always try to get my team to do is, especially for those who are not as knowledgeable in the business, is to utilize those travel surveys, because they ask all the questions for you. They ask all the questions, and the main question you want answered, you want to even hand it back to them and say, hey, I realized you didn't answer question number 8. That question number 8 is asking them the question about the business. So they get to say yes, maybe, no, not interested, whatever. But those no's, you can put that in the pile as your customers, because they already put 3 places they want to go. So they could be your customers. And what I usually turn with them is I turn those customers still into business partners, because what I did was I had a guy on my team. He's a pastor. He's been a detective for like 20 years in Philadelphia. He sells insurance, and he's a realtor. Now, most people will probably think that he got too much stuff on his plate, he wouldn't do this business. That's what most people would think, and they will automatically think for him and wouldn't approach him about the business. I met him in a parking lot. I asked him to help me. I saw he had a really nice suit on. He had nice cufflinks on. So I automatically scoped him out. I knew he was a business professional. So I said, excuse me, sir, can you help me carry this box in this restaurant? And he said, sure. So meanwhile, while he's carrying that box right beside me, I asked him, I said, if you don't mind me asking, do you travel? He said, yeah, when I can, I said, okay. I said, would you mind taking a few seconds to fill out this travel survey real quick? And he said, sure. So he dropped the box down. Now, mind you, he's a detective. He's a pastor. He's a realtor and an insurance agent. He completed that travel survey from top to bottom, all the way, address, everything. Now, if I would have asked him for his name, his phone number, and his address just verbally, he would have completely got into his detective mode and would not have answered me. But that travel survey, he filled it out completely. And at the bottom, he also said yes. Now, he put Cancun as one of the options. So what I did was I followed up with him 2 days later from that travel survey. That was June 10th of last year. I followed back up with him and I said, hey, I noticed you have these several places on here. I was wondering, or do you have any plans on going to any of these locations soon? He said, well, it's funny you called. Me and my boys was talking about going to Cancun in a month. I said, oh, really? Do you have any dates set? And he told me the dates. I said, oh, okay. I said, well, how would you like if we can meet up, back at that restaurant? Would that be a problem? He said, sure, that wouldn't be a problem. He said, what about this Friday? I said, sure. Now, mind you, that was 7 days away from the day I met him, the Friday. So that was June 17th. So to keep his appointment, I went on Expedia and I pulled up his Cancun dates on a nice hotel. Then I went on the Vortex and I pulled up those Cancun dates. And then I went on the membership and I pulled up those Cancun dates. And I sent them a text and I said, I'm really excited about meeting up with you on Friday because I found that I can save you about $2,000 off that hotel. And I left it at that. So now that made him lock in our appointment. So when he met with me on Friday, I sat down with him at that restaurant and I said, listen, it is really important. It's a prerequisite for you seeing anything about my membership. I need you to watch this video first before I can let you into my membership. So I had him watch the video. He watched the entire video. So now he's invited into my membership after watching the presentation video. Okay. So now I pulled up on Expedia, the same price. I pulled up on the Vortex in front of him and I pulled up the membership. He said, how long does it take for me to get started? And he got started right on the spot. Because of that travel survey led me something to follow up with him because it had 3 places on there that he picked out. And then by me meeting up with him, I pulled up those places. He saw that he was able to save $2,500 off his hotel and he paid the $400 without no problem. And he's been on my team. He just actually recruited his first business partner this past month. So, at the end of the day, his intentions was not to do the business. He didn't want to do that. He's rented cars. He saved on hotels. He's a pastor. So he's traveling with his perks. I didn't pressure him in doing the business. I tried to get him to do the business. But sometimes certain people, they'll get it when they want to get it. But at the same time, I'm just sharing with you guys there's a great strategy. And that travel survey is something you don't have to be a Laticia Nicole. You don't have to be a Tashana Richardson. You don't have to be me. You don't have to be a Renee Toppin. That travel survey will really help you out if you try to aim to get at least a minimum of 20 of them completed every week. At least a minimum of 20. If you go to Dunkin' Donuts, you go to Starbucks in the morning on your way to work. When you go to work and when you go out on that lunch break, and you go grab something from the fast food restaurant, when you go to that supermarket, if you can at least aim for 20 of those surveys a week, you could be 3 and free, and then you can focus on your travel agent side.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I have one more marketing strategy before we end this live webinar. Now, as I'm on this webinar with you, Stacey, I use our app.
Laticia, you froze? Laticia? Laticia, you frozen? Okay. All right, we gotta get her back. Hold on 1 second. And so I guess she was going over the app, and I hope that all of you are utilizing your app because it is a very important tool that you're paying for. So why not use it? So it's definitely. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I can't. You're frozen. You're frozen. You're frozen on the screen. See, there you go. You're frozen. Now the screen is black. Now the screen is black. Yeah, your screen is black. You can't hear me? I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, but I'm still going on the live. Yeah, I'm still going on the live. Yeah. It's still showing live. Do you want me to disconnect? What? Oh, really? Mm-hmm. What is it doing? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, it is updating. You probably had it set to a certain time and forgot about it. Can you hear me? Oh. Oh, okay. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, you want me to close out? I'm gonna close out. Oh, all right, let me hang up. Let me leave Cole.